Alright, true two-door reach-in ice cream freezer. What we have here is a bad drain line heater. That's the old one. I'm prepping the new one. Insulated wire clips on these guys. Got most of the ice out. What was going on here is the drain line heater wasn't initiating during the defrost cycle, so when this thing would go into defrost, the water would collect into the hood here, which eventually the ice accumulated to the point where it ripped down the ceiling of it. So we had to defrost all the ice out, remove the old drain line heater. This is the supply to the new one. We're going to use insulated clips on that one. Run that down through. Put all this stuff back together and we should see what we got going on here. But that's pretty much the rundown of what occurred here. On the control module on the board, number 6 wire, the drain line heater is wired in sequence with the defrost heaters, as you can see up there. I had power going to the defrost heaters, but not the drain line heater. And since they're wired in series, the only thing that could be failing is the drain line heater. So when you're going through this stuff, it's a process of elimination, but slow down, read your wiring schematics, and you'll see how everything's wired. So if you know you got power going to the heaters and they're on, and the drain line heater is not initiating, you know the drain line heater is your issue. But I'm gonna get all this put back together, and best tool in the world, get your heat gun to break this ice up, and we'll go from there with it. Let's get it. You want to be an HVAC tech, right? Especially commercial? Shit. All this shit just to replace a fucking compressor. And then 2 flights of stairs on top of that shit. And the only reason I don't have a recovery machine is because the old compressor blew out through the terminal block and released the freon out. So if that wasn't the case, you just saw another tank with another recovery machine. Shit is mind-boggling. But it's a great job, like I tell you guys. But you boy, it's some work. You gonna earn your money. And then I still gotta huff this shit all the way over there. But I got me a little hand truck, but the hand truck wasn't practical to use going up the stairs. It just exerted more energy than just carrying it up the stairs, set it down, and then hand truck it over. At one point, they didn't used to have all of this shit here, but I got a little pathway in the front that I could walk through. But if I had to do a job like that last one I did, you'll have to stop every 5 minutes to lift the hand truck over the pipes. It's just not practical. But let's get it. Alright. This is the bad one. Got the new one unboxed. I'm gonna get this one out. I really do hate carriers sometimes. I really fucking do hate them sometimes. I'm surprised they didn't opt to replace this. But, we'll get it. Alright, let's get down into the nitty gritty. Alright, we got the new compressor in. Repaired the wire terminals. Pulling a good vacuum on this thing. We way below 500, but I'm gonna let it sit on here for a while. Get any moisture out. That's the new filter dryer. Got a good burn too. Add that to the collection. Alright, we almost there. Alright, have a little dog talk. While I'm waiting for my vacuum to finish on this unit. We're gonna have a discussion today. It's gonna call promotion of the week. When did it become fashionable to promote the week? And this is on many levels. It's part of it is dogs and part of it is life. I've worked hard for everything that I've got. I've worked extremely hard. There was people that helped me along the way in life, but a lot of this was God and straight off the muscle. So I don't come from a weak place. I don't deal with weak dogs. It's just my character. You know, you can tell a lot by a person from what breed of dog they own. But usually the dog is a representation of what the owner is. So I deal in American Pitbull Terriers, game dogs. That's just the way my life was. I had a very rough life. So I like a rough type of dog. A dog that's not going to take no shit. Very similar to the personality that I have. I'm very introvert as far as I don't really care for people too much. I'm a God, family, dog kind of person. I told y'all years ago in several videos, I could count my friends on one hand. It's just my personality and character. And the promotion of the week thing doesn't go in accordance to where my soul is. I see a lot of people show sympathy for people who just don't want to get up and get it. If you got a medical issue or something, totally understandable, but I can't vibe on that. I can't be apologetic for being successful, because everybody can be successful if you put the effort and time into whatever craft you're trying to do. So it just doesn't coordinate with me to feel sorry for people unless it was, I feel sorry for children. I don't feel sorry for grown ass people walking around who just don't want to get it and don't want to work and don't want to try and be successful. I have no sympathy, empathy in my heart for you. I mean, I'm just not cut from that kind of cloth. And that applies to the dogs as well. I'm not a fucking YouTuber, as you can see. I work 50 plus hours sometimes, 55-hour weeks. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't rely on YouTube for shit. I don't care about it. It was really just a way for me to record lineage. And now I got all type of little thumb drives, so I'm just downloading everything, all my videos over the years onto that. But that's kind of where I'm at with a lot of stuff. It doesn't rock with me to support or promote weakness. I don't promote it with my children. My wife, my family. We don't do that. We get up and go get it. We work hard. We do what we got to do to survive in this world that we live in. And same thing with the dogs. I'm not a fucking YouTuber. I've been on YouTube for years and years and years. I used to put videos up. Them shits would be up there for 7-8 months. I'd have like 20 views. Did it bother me? No. My goal isn't to be a YouTube phenomenon. I put my videos up. Who likes it, likes it. Who don't. That really, I couldn't lose a ounce of body weight or a minute of sleep behind that shit. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But what you can't tell me is I don't put the work in. I'll use Miss Winchester as a perfect example of that. When I spoke to her, she told me, when you look at your yard like it's not your yard. Look at your yard if you was a person who was going there for the very first time, and what would be your take of it. And that's the way I look at my yard. Every time I look at my yard, my dogs, I want everything to be perfect. I'm not at the top of the mountain. I'm still striving for more. I'm working my ass off to get more bread so I can speed up the process on moving on my land and stuff. But I'm never satisfied. It's not in my soul to be satisfied. The hunger for more is the code that I live by. From the streets to the business world to college, I've seen it all. I've done it all. There's nothing that you guys can tell me. It's just what it is. I've seen both sides of it, but I'm never satisfied. I'm always looking for a way to better my situation, better my life, better my family's life, better the life of my animals. That's just the code I live by. And that doesn't agree with a lot of people, because a lot of people are soft.
You're soft, you're emotional, and on top of all of that, you're weak. The code of the streets is only the strong survive. It's right there. That was tatted on me when I was 13 years old. Only the strong survive. I was raised by very strong men, very hard-working men that cultivated me to be the same way. We didn't promote weakness. It's just not. 2 tears in the bucket. Who gives a shit? The sun is gonna come up tomorrow. Gotta get it, cuz. And that's just what it is. I made some rant videos. People got in their feelings. The truth hurts. No one cares. The truth is the truth. If you take offense to something that someone says and you take it to your heart and cry, it's called self-esteem, motherfucker. It's your self-esteem. You control that. Nobody else can control that for you. Like, I can't get with the weak, pitiful sympathy game in the internet world. You still got motherfuckers typing up there on my channel and shit. Prove this and prove that. Motherfucker, you think I would ever display my animals? And I made a video about dog fighting and all kind of other stuff almost a year ago. You think from a person who came from the streets that I would ever record myself or record my animals or me doing something illegal for some fucking thumbs up and some views from a bunch of fucking clowns? Incriminate my business and what I worked so hard for over a decade to impress somebody that I never met? But this is the world we live in with these YouTube motherfuckers. Everybody's trying to prove something so they can peddle dogs or assume. I don't even have 1 million views, 500,000. I'm nowhere in the league of these motherfucking YouTubers. But I'm successful because people see the work that I put in with my animals. Everything ain't meant to be shown, and what's known doesn't need to be spoken about. I know a lot of y'all ain't have fathers growing up, so these are the type of conversations I'm gonna start having with y'all. Or not even fathers, but a real male role model to tell you, don't believe the hype. Don't compromise yourself to impress a motherfucker you don't know who don't give 2 shits about you for a thumbs up or a view. We do all types of levels of work with my dog, but some shit, I'm not gonna be holding no fucking cell phone trying to record it so I could get some fucking views, man. We like to go hunting, we go coon hunting, we do a lot of shit. More things will be shown in the future when it's more practical, but right now, it's not, so I'm not. I don't get off on YouTube views. I appreciate the organic subscribers and the people who just enjoy watching good, healthy, functioning animals work. Because that's what I have, a working breed, so they work. Every type of level of work that I can get in with them is what I put in with my animals. That gives me my inner peace. I'm not with the hoopla. I'm not going back and forth with nobody, making videos and all type of extra shit. It's just what it is. I like y'all to know where I stand from as a grown man. So this is why I have to have these conversations every once in a while, because I believe I get like a group of new people who start paying attention, and then they think I'm some type of YouTuber. I'm just a hard-working man that don't take no shit. I'm not with the internet threatening and all that other shit. I'm old school. I'm an 80s baby. It's like Nike. We don't talk about it. We just do it. I ain't with all that threatening and crying and all that playing and shit. Because where I come from, that'll get your life took. It's plain and simple. That's the first rule of war. You don't never let nobody know what you planning to do. You never show your cards. You never show your hand. But like I said, we got a lot of clowns and shit. But This is one of those videos of stop being weak. Stop promoting weakness. Start promoting bettering yourself and trying to do better and be better. You know what I mean? If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. But try to get it if you ain't got it. I mean, I'm not above nobody. I'm not famous. Because if I was famous, I wouldn't have to do shit. Motherfucking money would just be flying in and I could be sitting down doing nothing. But it is what it is. But it is one of them videos where there's HVAC with a little dog talk, with a little life talk. Like I said, man, I love the American Pitbull Terrier. That's the only breed that I know. That's the only breed for me. Everybody ain't built like that. I respect American Pitbull Terriers because it's one of the most honest dogs in the world. They don't lie to you. They let you know exactly what their intentions are. And I can respect that. And that's why I don't respect a lot of these grown-ass men walking around the face of this earth. Because they're pretenders. They faking the funk. They not living what they talking. They not doing what they say they doing. So I can't respect that. So I'm more of an animal person. But we ain't gonna make no long ass video. We just gonna keep it 125% with this one and just let people know where I stand from. I'm never gonna be apologetic for trying to be successful or having the drive to be successful. Because I look at it, you should have that same fucking drive yourself. I watch a lot of people talk on videos and they're trying to be so politically correct and not offend anybody. Like I said, motherfucker, it's self-esteem. It's about how you feel about yourself. Ain't nobody should be able to control that. You know, and I'm not with it. I'm not going to promote the weak. I'm not going to hold my tongue. I'm not going to bite my tongue. I don't care how anybody fucking feels. Because if my logic is, if you feel that strongly, do something to stop it. Long story short, no more bumping of the gums. No more the crying, staying up all night, trying to type threatening shit and all that. Motherfucker Nike, just do it. Don't tell me about it. Do it. I mean, goddamn, bro. The internet has pussified the whole goddamn world, man. I mean, it's too much. Oh, I can't say it. What if this one feels that way? Fuck all that, man. Like I said, Thompson'S Kennels is backed by my hard work and the hard work of my family and the hard work of my old elders and ancestors who kept this work of cultivating and hard-working men alive throughout history. All the way to my grandfather, God bless the dead. I mean, I didn't wake up like this. I was bred like this. I was bred to be successful. Because it wasn't tolerated not to be successful where I come from. So that's pretty much take it for what it's worth. And like I said, God bless everybody and stop being emotional and weak and focus on what you got to do to better your situation. But don't expect motherfuckers to help you at the beckoning call. I help somebody that I feel is really trying to get it. Those are the people that I help. You know, I shout out people that I know what they doing. I just don't shout people out just to shout people out. I shout people out that I know that's working hard, that trying to make it. Shout out the Brown's Kennels. Shout out the Kendrick Kennels. Shout out to St. Joe Kennels. Shout out to JR Kennels. Shout out to a whole lot of Pedro. And that's a bully breeder. But I've been watching Pedro for a long time. And that brother had a vision. And he's executing his vision. That's a kennel that should be getting way more attention than what it's getting. That brother put in hard work. And he explained to you what he was looking for in his dogs. You saw it cultivate. He made the moves to try to do something better. Those are the people that I shout out. I don't shout out weak, jealous weaklings. Because in the world that I live in, you'll be crushed and killed. And this is facts. You couldn't survive a day where I live. You couldn't survive an hour in my world. You're not mentally tough enough. I can't promote the weak. So, like I said, I hope this was a little HVAC dog talk video. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. And like I said, I'm going to get back to the grind because that's what I love. I don't want my life to be easy. I like it rough. I like it hard. Y'all have a blessed one.